episode 35.
Is it recording already? No,
it's already recording.
Oh yeah,
it's live. We're live on it.
Now let's do this.
We're popping. Welcome everyone to episode 35 of Wahala, the podcast.
This needs to shock me. I'm gonna lie.
We out here. Oh wow, I didn't even do the intro music. Wow.
Adekunle Kosoko. Hey, intercontinental, homogodi, bere, tó bá fẹ́ wọ Zanuti, bere, tó bá fẹ́ wọ Zanuti. Yeah, man, that's how I start my show.
That's amazing. BAWO just walked in. Shout out to Super Lord.
Was good.
Super Lord. Oh, yeah, big headphones.
Wow. Yes, I'm late to the party.
It's okay. You're not late to the party. Loa TK is here as well. Well done.
TK is not here. He's just observing.
So let's introduce BAWO first. So BAWO, my co-host, has joined the party. You know, he was stuck in Lagos traffic. You know, but he's made it.
This town is not built for a crowd at all.
Can you hear out your headphones?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Well, the surprise is now pretty much out of the way now. As you guys have heard, we have Adekunle Gold here with us. Amazing R&B vocalist from Nigeria. Welcome, Adekunle.
Interesting you say R&B though, right?
So
I mean, what's the equivalent for
alt R&B?
Is it because of my new look?
No, it's not about your look. Nobody's concerned about that.
But do I make R&B
okay,
though? Like,
so you know what? That's actually great that you said that. Rather than say R&B vocalist, we'll just say
Afro-Pop.
You consider yourself a pop artist?
Yeah, pop. Mm-hmm.
I love that we're talking about genres early on because that's something that you and I and a few others have definitely always talked about genres heavily in the past. So, what is your opinion about the current landscape in? Let's not even say just Nigerian music, but let's just say African music right now. I want to hear your honest, open feedback.
So right now, I'm excited that we're not just world music anymore. You know, it feels a lot more. It feels like our music have a home now.
Yeah,
as it's just being grouped like everything is world music. So somebody that's doing Pakpandudu and then somebody that's doing
not Pakpandudu.
Something that you consider R&B from Africa. Everybody's been called world before, but now it's Afrobeats.
Oh, that's a fact. It's
okay. I mean, eventually we'll get to discover that there's actually indie music in Nigeria, right?
Yes.
There's Afro-Pop.
Sure.
Because I think that name is even more appropriate, to be honest.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, I think that name is more appropriate.
I think a lot of the OGs, quote unquote, if you will, disagree when I've shared certain opinions.
Yeah, no, I think Afro-Pop is more appropriate. But if they call us Afrobeats now, my brother, it's okay for now.
I agree.
You know, better than world music.
I've decided to not verbally flog anyone for throwing that term around because I understand that the generations are different too. When I try to explain to people why that umbrella term can be confusing, when you group hip hop, pop, R&B, dancehall, rock, indie, folk, acoustic, whatever as all Afrobeats, it's very confusing for someone that is a genuine fan of acoustic or folk or rock, and you're playing them music that is essentially dancehall and calling it Afrobeats. It's confusing everyone. But it's kind of like the urban umbrella term when you're calling like urban and it's not urban.
I know what you mean. Exactly.
It's not black music, right?
Exactly.
But I get it. It's just like, okay, cool. At least it's not. We've moved away from the. I would say more. Who's coughing there? Who's the cough monster? Wow, sorry. I'm glad we're moving away from those kind of catch-all terms like world because I mean Paul Simon is considered world music.
Exactly.
Grateful Dead can be considered.
That was really annoying. World. Everything world. You want to put out your music on streaming sites, you have to put it on that world. I'm like,
it's wild.
This music is better than that, you know.
And that would be a reason why a lot of the acts that were popular Afro-Pop artists before this generation probably didn't get the shine they deserve because you're from another country and you make hip hop. You're Tony Tatula, you're a rugged man, right? You're a LD, and instead of calling your stuff hip hop, like you're calling it world because you're from Africa. So I've always thought that was weird.
Yeah, let's be excited about Afrobeats for now.
For now. I
It's
don't
okay.
disagree.
Can I press
Absolutely.
this
So you can have as much fun with the soundboard as you want.
Okay, no worries.
So you know where the main ones are, right? Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to go into your traditional jig again, you can just hit that one.
You there. Okay, let's get back to this.
Oh man. All right, cool. So for those that aren't necessarily aware of who Adekunle Gold is, would you like to give us a very concise summary?
Simple.
As to who
My name is
AG
Adekunle Gold, a singer, songwriter from Nigeria. I think I came out like is it professionally? No. I think people knew about me more in 2014 when I released the cover of One Direction, Story of My Life, Sade. Yeah. I've been making music. We just took that one cover and people found out about me. So I'm grateful. Yeah, and then what else? Just here, fashionista. I talk a lot. Yeah, I'm on Twitter every day. Talking a lot.
You're pretty opinionated. I mean,
Very.
I know. I follow you. I definitely follow you on Twitter, but I know a lot of the friends.
And I'm more opinionated when Arsenal is playing.
So who's your favorite team?
Manchester United.
Oh God, if you're a mank, you're a wank, bro.
I'm always coming for Arsenal, and it's not new. So
yeah, I can see that. I can see why. I'm sure you know like a few of the cats, like Nigerian Scams and all those guys. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. It's good to know you're a Manchester fan. Interesting.
Yeah.
So that's great. So what led you to even get into the music industry? Like, what can you share about your background that led you into the path of music?
I think I just grew up to discover that I love to listen to really great music.
Where'd you grow up?
Lagos, Ifakojaye.
Oh wow!
I don't know, down.
Wow! I have family there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
a very interesting place to drive around, especially if you're not aware of traffic time.
True. My dad would play Ebenezer Obey, King Sunny Ade, Ebenezer Obey more though. And then I kind of picked interest, you know. My auntie would go to a choir practice and then come back home and teach us how to sing different harmonies. She'll say this is how to sing alto, this is how to sing tenor, this is how to try it's the baritone. I'm like, okay. So I kind of picked interest then. And then my dad allowed us to go to church.
Oh, sweet.
I say allow because we were Muslims.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my mom, my dad, Muslim. So he just allowed us to go to church. It's kind of like a liberal guy. Like, he believes that religion is also education. So go to church, learn as well.
I respect that.
You know, so went to church and then I joined Teen Choir. And then I was always like, I remember always struggling to get a lead every Sunday because we had a section where it was different. It was the children church. I don't know what they call it.
Youth.
Yeah, there was a time where the children choir will come and sing in the main church.
That's common, especially in Nigerian churches.
And that's when you kind of become the star when
youth choir
especially
solo.
if you get solo.
Yeah.
Because you know there's a bunch of us and then somebody gets to hold the mic. I always wanted to be that guy.
For those that have no idea what we're talking about, if you've ever watched what is the Sister Act, the old Happy Day.
Exactly.
You had that Happy Day scene.
Yeah, so it was like that was my aim. I wanted to be the guy that held the mic in church one time to sing. Sadly, it never happened because they thought I wasn't good enough. You know.
Really?
Yeah, I would represent the church, go for memory verse competition, go for choir competitions, you know, and then.
Oh wow!
I was always in the back.
Really? Do you know? Are you still in touch with anyone that you were in a youth choir with? Or no?
You know, interesting that you say that because I ran into one of them. I think I went to the church one time like 3 years ago, and then the guy was still there, like still leading the church. I'm like, I sound way better than this guy. You know, it's interesting how nobody just saw. Maybe to be honest, maybe I wasn't that good. Maybe I wasn't good, to be honest. So
this is like really, really earlier. Like
yeah, I didn't even. I just knew I loved to sing. You know, I didn't even know at what capacity. You know, if I did it very well, even better than this guy I'm talking about now. But they were good.
It's really interesting that you also bring up that you were raised in a Muslim household. Were you like you were raised to read the Quran and all that stuff. So are you a fan of Fuji music?
Definitely.
Cool. I asked that sarcastically because I know you're a fan of Fuji music.
Definitely.
So you have a lot of Muslim influence in your music as well, like Islamic.
Yeah, people say that
influence. When you sing, you have like very intentional vocal inflections that you have.
You know what's funny though?
And I always compare it to that of
Fuji
singers.
I know what you mean. You know, I don't know that any Islam music or anything Islam influenced my music in any way, because I only learned the Quran, yeah? I didn't even learn with the normal, I don't know what they call it again. You know the way they sing, they recite the Quran, yeah? I didn't even learn like that. I learned like normal one. Ilorin Afa taught me this thing. So,
but what's your interest in Fuji music and your influence through Fuji music? Fuji is like called the prayer music. So there is somewhat of a
maybe I just like to deny it, but it's good. I mean, yeah, it's influenced what I am, it's informed what I am. So and how I sing my song. Yeah, maybe a bit of Fuji. I know what you're talking about. I think it's the slurs that I make in my music. So yeah.
Sure, you know, I hate to be the guy to label somebody that knows himself more than anyone else, but yes, I feel like you know, there's definitely Fuji in his voice.
Yeah.
You see?
Obviously, I feel like we're getting in this place now where we're getting a lot of listeners into the continent, so people are able to find their lane and be themselves, right? So obviously, he's paving his own way, but the inspiration, you know. I wouldn't say he's Fuji.
I don't think he's Fuji either, but you cannot deny the influence. I compare it to like, okay.
You know, I would think that the high life that I listen to more would influence, how I sing, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to Fuji that much, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know how that happened.
Were you a Mogbomo person? Maybe you were in a lot of parties.
Not really. It's just some cousins that will play some Fuji and I'm like, oh, that's a jam, you know? But, but I listen to Ebenezer Obey more. So I don't know how I don't sound like that, but it's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not. It's well, maybe we are trying to find something to put you close to. Maybe that's what it is. I
compare it to like how the Weeknd being Ethiopian, right? But you can clearly hear how he has some Amharic traditional music influence in his music.
That makes
it's
sense.
not to say that he's speaking Amharic in his music, but you hear when he does his inflections, it's like it sounds like you're at a Ethiopian
the range
wedding,
sounds similar to that.
Listening to your grandma's, favorite tracks.
I've never been to Ethiopia. Why would you be in an Ethiopian wedding? Is there any big band?
Wow. Why we're doing this right now?
No, sorry.
We're doing this right now? Okay.
Just a question. It's yes,
Jesus
no.
is Lord.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's all right.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So back to Kunle. Sorry for that.
That's okay.
Yeah. We don't want to get. We know you know there was a recent wedding that we're not going to.
We're not talking weddings.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about weddings. So here we are talking about influences.
A wedding, Soldier Boy. Wedding.
Okay. All right. So tell us more about your other influences aside from your upbringing. We just discussed
influences.
Yeah, some of his upbringing influencing his music.
So when I listened to High Life Juju for the most part, growing up.
Who were some of your favorite High Life and Juju artists? King
Sunny Ade, Juju, Ebenezer Obey, High Life, Kayode Fashola, Prince Adewale, Dipo Shodipo.
Look at TK in the back.
Tunji,
Look at TK.
The list is jazz. No, these are Saturday mornings.
A lot of them. So
he championed Obey earlier. So Obey was there.
But then,
well.
and then when I grew up, when I started listening to music by myself, not the one that was shoved, down my throat.
Right.
Yeah. I started listening to a lot of indie songs.
Like? We say indie, yeah.
Like who? Indie rock band, my best band in the world is The Script.
Okay.
The Script. So I started listening to The Script a lot. The Fray.
Over my head.
Yeah. So I started listening to Maroon 5.
Wait, hold on. Maroon.
Maroon 5.
I feel like all the people in that group are Yoruba.
Not a soul
just
has
maybe
anything to do with
you know how like Huevos is out there in Lagos.
Oh gosh.
Vanilla champion.
Adamo.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like some people Maroon 5 are definitely hanging around. You do Mota, just hanging out.
and just being inspired by the number.
What's the name of your
Maroon
band?
five.
We'll just
What's
call.
your
It's
Maroon
5 of us now. Okay, Maroon. Maroon 5. You got something there.
Not one person in there hasn't do the over.
Not one.
Not one.
No.
You never know until they do their.
So we need interview, right?
They need to do ancestry.
And
Yeah.
when she was singing about songs about
you
James.
see, said it like ancestry.
Oh, Allah, my J ancestry. Mo yeah.
Say ancestry.
Ancestry.
Yeah, because-
Ancestry is a
He was
different
making
party.
he was making fun of me earlier because
Yeah, because it sounded. He was saying.
Yeah,
that,
that's nothing I want to associate myself with.
it's my Connecticut accent.
TK has no shame in his game.
Village
Just let him
champion.
be great.
All right, cool.
But he is from Connecticut, and
Yeah.
that's where the rich Republicans stay.
Can you relax,
the Trump
sir?
supporters.
Look, we don't do MAGA over here. Please,
I know.
please.
There's always one that stands out, and
Wow.
it's probably you.
Wow.
But your neighborhood.
Wow. So you want us to talk about how
No,
you...
no, we won't.
Okay.
I would love to learn more about
Kunle doesn't know this, but in the previous
Oh,
episode, we were
gosh.
talking about how BAWO basically flew to Lagos just to vote twice.
Wow.
Those accusations are strong.
Are you sure? Should we call Banky?
Did you though?
No. Let's call Banky
Don't
now.
mind him. Don't mind him.
Jack with Banky.
That's how you feel.
Let's call him. And
We'll
big
move
checks.
forward.
And
We'll
big
move
checks.
forward.
Okay.
I want more about the influence because it's a big thing now. Obviously, being in South by Southwest and seeing new artists come out, and obviously they have the African stage, and now we get to come to the stage and just hear different sounds. Last night we were in the same place, and we got to see African artists just do their thing.
Yeah,
and then-
Moonchild,
Yes, exactly.
Ifya, Irene, a lot of
Right.
them.
So it's like obviously Vector, heavy rapping. You have Moonchild from SA Sounds. So Efia, obviously a beautiful voice. So it's just dope. Now, obviously, we have people in Nigeria creating their own sound. And I always tell people, I remember when Jamaican music was hot, dancehall was the biggest thing. It was outside our community, but it was the black community, regardless.
Yeah.
So there's always a new sound. And then reggae came and reggae went. Like, Sean Paul, all that. At some point, Sean Paul was like the biggest thing. Yeah, remember when he did a song with Beyonce? It wasn't like, oh wow, Beyonce's looking out for Sean Paul.
Baby girl.
No, yeah, you don't have to.
We have a singer.
No,
we have a vocalist in our presence. I'm not going to disrespect
Right,
myself.
please. Don't lie to the man.
Thank you.
Don't lie to the man. It's a weekday.
Shut up there.
So no, but it's crazy because Nigeria is giving people Afrobeats at first. Obviously now we're knowing it's Afro-Pop because you can't just say every single person coming out of Nigeria is making Afrobeats. It doesn't even sound alike.
Just say that.
Yeah, no. So now it's dope to see what the influence leads to because you can listen to YBNL and then you can listen to The Fray and they can inspire you equally, but be from different regions and then create what you have, what you give us and what we're lucky to hear. So it's just dope hearing your influences because then we get to piece things together and then, hear your music and for what it is and also say, okay, I see where that comes from. Man.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
And absolutely, even when About 30 dropped, I was very impressed to see how you could see the different genres kind of float in different records.
Facts.
Right?
It feels very good.
Yeah.
No,
Like, you people get it.
No,
It's a very strong
it's
project.
a beautiful. It's a well tailored album because a lot of times you have a bunch of songs and then you have a bunch of good songs and there's a bunch of songs that work together, to create a sound and to tell a story. So About 30 definitely gave us that because obviously I was following from Photoshop days when you were out here harassing people with Photoshop pictures.
Wow.
No, he was. He was harassing people, yes.
Salute.
No, for a minute. Because obviously I used to follow Peach and then
Oh, wow.
right. So when I saw his page, because anything our people, I get super hyped. Because I always tell, we just don't have the platform everybody else has.
Yeah.
We were talking about Divine, the I Feel Fulfilled guy, and how he's breaking records out here. So whenever I see people doing their thing, it's just dope. I still remember when he would do like the magazine covers and put himself next to it. So, and then I'm not gonna lie to you, whenever somebody else does something new, you always want to see how good they're at that lane because it's like, unfortunately, we're humans and we like to label. We see something, this is graphic designer, boom. And then when someone starts thinking like, guys,
Yeah.
Right. So, but obviously there's so much content in what Kunle does and it's just so dope to see it. Like I'm just a random IG follower, but it's dope to see it. And then you get a full body of work and you get a second full body. It's like, bro, that shit is dope. So that's why I'm quite interested in influence because from the outside looking in, graphic designer and then YBNL Connect, and then it's like,
it's really interesting. I like that we're talking about diversifying of talent and all that stuff. You already take advantage of the fact that you're influenced by so many diverse genres. So let's talk about your other things that you enjoy doing besides singing. What are some things that you really enjoy doing aside from singing?
I mean, designing. I'm an artist. Like I draw, I paint, and then I used to mess around with clay before, like a lot of sculpting and then carving and everything. So, but then I majored in graphics in school.
Oh wow! Okay. Where'd you go to school?
What's my school again? Lagos State Polytechnic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ikorodu. Yeah, so it was.
Ikorodu life. Yeah.
So I kind of did.
I went to school in Ikorodu.
Oh yeah, I did everything before. In the earlier years, I did textile designing, sculpture, ceramics, everything. Then I majored in graphics.
That's awesome.
Yeah, graphics because I really love editorials. I love to design. I love to see. I just love the idea of detailing. So
if you weren't singing, if you decided to retire tomorrow, you'd be.
What's interesting? I still do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, because
I design all of my
flyers and all that.
Design all my
you
flyers.
do all that by yourself?
About 30 gold. I designed everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I design every day. So there's always a reason to do something. Right. Yeah, if somebody does my EPK and this shit, I'm like,
no, I get it.
Just do my.
If you can't do it,
if you invite me to a show,
do you hang pieces up like if you work at home and all that?
I mean, yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah. Like if you invite me for a show and I think I don't look good on that flyer, I'm like, nah.
Kunle painted that.
I design my own flyer.
No,
painted that.
I believe. It would be more to it. It'd be better than that.
See, what happened was they shipped it to the hotel and they promised it would be here before you wake up.
Oh gosh. Leak these vocals thing.
Yo,
I know we're talking about multiple.
You
lanes,
tried it,
right?
You either want me to be like Jay-Z and have them unleash the flutes.
No, please.
Okay, I want to unleash the. Okay, let me not unleash the
rest the flutes. But no, it's.
Oh gosh. Wool up, just wool up.
No, it's dope because again, I encourage every African to like do multiple things. And what's dope about you having that lane is the ability to invest in it. Because there's one thing if you're doing something to feed or to pay the bills. Mm-hmm. It's another thing when there's just passion and when you can create. Because obviously now when you edit or paint or if you go back to dealing with clay, it'd be something out of passion and you create it. And art is always better when it's you just doing it and not for the price. Because obviously that's where you get timeless stuff. Similar to your music where it's like you're creating stuff for people to listen to. So I think every African, like in everything I do, I'm always like, if I have a little bit of interest, I want to do it. Because the next wave of people are just going to take it further. Because I'm sure you've seen people do graphic and you're like, okay, and then you put your talent into it and it becomes something bigger.
Yeah.
So it's a really big thing. I hope something, we get to see like, I'm not saying stop music, obviously.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, what you mean. Where it's like, okay, Kunle has this coming up, whether it be paintings or, moldings or whatever.
I'm also really grateful that I can do all of these things myself, right? Like design stuff. I feel bad for some people. When I see some artists post some stuff that's about their show, I'm like, if I didn't know how to do this thing and I know how I wanted it to look like,
it wouldn't look like that.
I'll feel so bad.
Yeah.
So for example, nobody has been able to design for me like in the past years.
I get it.
And you actually like...
Not because they're not great, right?
Right.
It's just you have a vision of how you want to look.
There's a way that I want it to look like, right?
Yeah.
And then sometimes I give some people some jobs to do for me. Like, so, I can't design a logo, quickly do it for me.
Yeah.
Like the other day I was trying to design one thing that we just launched, my manager and I, live at the playground. So I gave this guy to design the logo for me. He didn't do it really well. He didn't feel it as well. I just, like,
shout out to me, by the way.
Let me just,
shout out to me.
I just thought, let me just do this myself. And then we did, and I did, and she liked it. I mean, so I feel like other people don't even have the privilege of knowing what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't have the privilege of knowing so if you give them anything, they just take it. I'm like...
But doesn't it have to also do with your comfort in creating? Because I think you can then see something and go, I'd do it this way, different.
Well, yeah.
Because in dealing, I'm sure you've dealt with clients in creating previous to this. It's like somebody's trying to tell you something and they just can't specifically tell you how you want it.
True.
And then you send something and they either say yes or they be like, okay, no, move it this way. Like you get. So I think obviously being that you're comfortable with it, you're able to
articulate too.
Yeah, because you would have to be able to speak that language.
True that. True.
To be able to understand it. So I wanted, because we have artists listening, and because one big thing we do is we always share new artists, and so a lot of new artists listen to our show. How does the creative process work for you? Like not single wise, like full project wise.
To make music.
Because I remember
from start to finish. This is actually
because
very
Mr.
helpful.
Easy, when he did outside of you, when Mr. Easy spoke about his album, he gave you credit in certain songs and helping him finish it.
Yeah.
So how does the work? How does the whole process or the thinking go in of EP or full album?
Okay, so
What do you
I
touch
feel like
on?
for me, I actually need to stop sometimes because he's nodding there like, yeah, bro, you need to stop. So let me just say this quickly. Yeah,
Word.
I have a project that I'm releasing like in May, June. I'm not sure yet, but first announcement by the way.
There you go. There you go. Listen in.
Yeah, exclusive gist.
Yo, we need Khaled in here.
So funny.
Vocals in.
Nee, are the vocals in yet? Yeah, are the Bay vocals in yet? Oh, word.
Yeah.
Dave vocals in. Say less.
So like I was saying, the project's supposed to be out like in June, May. Ordinarily, I think I'm done with the project. But every day, I feel like I'm not done.
Right.
So like a few days ago, I was in LA and then I was just vibing with some guys in the studio. Let me tell you, I had recorded like 3 songs that in like the earlier part of the day, like from like morning till like 6 p.m. And this guy just said, just come to the studio. Let's hang out. Let's just have some drinks at 10 p.m. So I went to the studio and this guy was just playing some guitar. And I wrote another beautiful song. I say it's beautiful because I know it's beautiful, really.
Right.
And I played, and people really love it. So I feel like now, I'm supposed to be done with the project, right? But I keep making this music. So for me, I don't even rest.
Got you.
I enjoy
Creating.
doing it. I enjoy making music.
Yeah.
So I hope that I get the time that I actually chill.
So, but what's the cutoff?
So I don't know.
No?
I think until maybe
It says.
like
So you feel like
Just-
a lot more outside sources are needed to cut off, to be like, you know what, this is enough. Because obviously you
and they
like
need to
to
be with me
create.
247 to do that because I have my equipment everywhere with me. So
Got
like
you.
in my studio, in my hotel room,
Yeah.
everything's set up. So if I just the thing is I don't know how to stop.
Right.
I have an idea and I just need to put it down. I don't need to wait. I don't need to get a producer to write a song.
Right.
So I could just be driving about and I see one giant word on the billboard and that's it for me.
Inspires
That
you.
becomes a theme
Yeah.
for the next record.
And sometimes I just need to be on the plane.
Yeah.
I write most songs on the plane. I wrote There Is a God on the plane. I wrote Paradise on the plane. A lot more songs that I don't even remember now. Ire, yeah. So I think, and that's because there's no Wi-Fi. Cause see Wi-Fi.
No, lack of distraction.
So I sometimes just get ideas and I just want to write.
Word.
Sometimes I just get melodies and I want to write. So the process really is nothing comes. There's not one way that I make this music. Sometimes I get the melodies first. Sometimes I just see one word, like African can just inspire something, and then maybe Adidas, maybe Jeep, anything, and I just have an idea and I would just like record something and send to a producer and they send me the music and then I get to write. Or sometimes I'm just jamming with my band, the 79th Element.
Talk about it.
Shout about
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah. I'm jamming with my band and then we just make music, So that's the process for me. And then I'm honored that I have and I'm grateful that I have like a studio everywhere I go.
Yeah.
So I cannot. The one thing that I don't want to learn is production. I feel like if I learn production, it's a rap.
Right. In-house.
You still
everything.
leave room for
I had to
creative.
learn. So I just learned sound engineering, and that's been messing with my head.
Oh, because you hear things mixed and
So now, before I send my music out, I mix everything, right? At least to the best of my knowledge, not professionally like Simi, for example, right?
Yeah.
I just mix something, and if you send my music back to me, I haven't sent you what I want to hear.
Yeah.
And then it's not as good as I'm like, bruh, nah. I think I should just do this thing myself and just send to you, So now that's another problem I have right now. Sound engineering. Because
have you ever had to like curse an engineer?
So we have to stop him from producing, Abby. Say
so like, that's the one thing I'm trying so hard to know. If I learn production, it's a rap.
Have you ever had to like really get aggressive with someone for sending you a terrible mix or like just let?
I've been opportunity to have
record?
like really great sound engineers, so I think I'm good.
That's amazing. Shout out to good sound engineers.
But yeah, so that's the process. I make music anywhere.
So I'm glad he said that because there are people.
Sorry. In meetings, if I get like an idea, Nii knows this. If I get an idea, I'll just excuse me.
You've walked out of meetings for ideas.
I just like
voice notes.
Because I might forget
right.
If I show you my voice notes,
I believe you. No, that's what I like the fact that you don't say, I have to be in this place to do this, because the feedback I get from a lot of artists is they're like, like I can't be creative because I'm not in this country or I'm not in this city. I'm not inspired right now. So I'm always confused. I'm like, you're an artist. Like everything should inspire you. But I mean, I'm not here to critique anyone's creative output.
Well, everybody has that process. I think, you know? But and also because the idea of I think creating is all taking something and putting yourself into it and bringing it back out in the world. Similar to what you're saying, you see one thing, you're inspired, you ingest. Like somebody else will see blue and just take it as blue and run with it. You see blue and you could speak about the ocean, the sky, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I think certain people don't know the creative process, and that's why I wanted you to speak on it, because now you have a lot of people. Like there are a lot of people who do music. So I always because people come to you for support. And I always tell people, I'm not getting involved until you give me dope visuals or a full project. Because making a song is making a song. Not saying it can be special. Like, yes, there's that song that can move you. But let me see the sacrifices and time you're willing to put into it. So that's why I actually
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Go ahead.
So the thing is, I always say to my friends, I say, an average artist is somewhere in the world right now looking for one song. That's why I'm different. I feel like I don't even bother looking for hit records, like every artist is sweating in the studio, like just taking anything, smoking anything to just get that one song,
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so after that one song, if you don't have a follow-up, what happens,
Well, we see it. We see them.
So I'm like, so what I create is an experience. I'm not, when I write like I'm writing like an album, right? So right now, I have 2 albums in the works. Like there's one that's coming out in June.
Okay.
And there's one I'm planning for 2020 or 2021 that I have a name for already. Wow. So you can imagine.
So the name helps with the creation.
Yeah, sometimes, right?
Gotcha.
So I can tell like a whole story
about what you have.
Yeah. So I'm not in the studio looking for one song. I am creating an experience, and it's not just the music. I was still telling somebody today, some people get booked because of one song.
Yeah, it's a fact.
All the time.
I get booked because I'm building a brand.
Yes. No, that's not.
So
not
I don't necessarily need to have
that
like
because you're here
one.
either.
I mean, I don't necessarily need to have like one big bad song. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm still raking it. So I feel like more artists need to think about creating an experience. Just don't kill yourself for one song. Just tell a story. Do something different. Like create the experience. Like. When you write like you're writing a body of work, because people need to even understand you more than just one song.
No, I agree.
When I want to learn about an artist, I don't listen to one song. I listen to a project.
Exactly.
That's a great point.
And
there's a lot of artists that come out with one record and they think that record could carry them for 3 years.
Yeah, but it's also I guess it's not a blame, but you see certain people make it with one song and then they run with the one song. And
I heard that, by the way. Shit.
Look, it's the truth. Look, if Drake puts out a record, I mean, it's still Drake, but Drake isn't really trying to push records from What a Time to Be Alive in 2019, right?
No, well, he's in that place where...
He also has Scorpion, which just came out, so he can push those records.
No, but his track record... I'm just talking about, like, the reason I brought it up is the new artists, because, again, you get to know... Like, I think our generation, because we get to look back further, when we think about these artists, it's a full body of work. I think outside of... Shina Peter, who has that one song where it's like it plays and it's a whole vibe. But back then it was like it's multiple songs and one full thing. So that's still different. So, but I feel like artists have to figure out a way to help better define themselves. And that's why I'm like, what leads to a full project, or what leads to visuals? Because you've given us dope visuals as well, where it's like you can play it and pick something up, multiple views. So what leads to it? Like you sit down, name first, or is it one song? Okay, this would go well with this, or like I want, is it a heartbreak, or little things like that can lead to multiple songs being created.
I mean, it's everything, right? Sometimes it's just visuals. I just have an idea, like I just tell a story in my head, and I'm like, I should write about that,
Word.
Yeah, and then sometimes it's an experience, Sometimes it's one word, So for me, that's what I'm saying. I'm just grateful that I'm a creative person. So everything works hand in hand with me, and I have a dope team,
right?
To just put things together with me. Sometimes Nee just has an idea, and then she throws it to me, and then I write about it, So
gotcha.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about Nee. How did you meet Nee? And for those that don't know Nee,
she's super califragilisticexpialidocious. Every time I've met her, like
super Lord
3
manager,
times, but she's dope energy.
No.
She's
She's
BDE for sure.
Yeah?
BDE. Big dope energy.
Big dope energy.
Big dope energy.
You're not serious.
I don't talk about pennies.
No, I know. I saw where that was
Let's
going.
not talk about pennies.
But that other one too.
Yeah.
She has it.
Wow. She has the pennies.
She puts her foot down. She puts her foot down.
That's what I'm talking.
BDE.
That's what I'm talking.
It's big dick energy. I don't know why we're out here. Are we on TV or something?
Do you know Richard? Who is Richard?
Okay, listen. Richard is an American reference. Richard and Dick, all that is American. Because in America, if your name is Richard, you're called Dick. But anyway, back to Nee has dope energy.
She does.
Real dope energy. She's very welcoming, and the fact that she has BD energy.
She's amazing.
Yes.
And she's annoying at the same time.
Wow.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, Team Nee here.
No, she's annoying at the
Team
same time.
Nee here. I want you to know that.
Let the record show.
She's
Me Sabe.
amazing. So I went for an interview, and it was done at a workplace. Then she works with Hansa Renee. Then she ran the company, and I think I
boss
met her
lady.
that day. Yeah, she's always boss. I met her that day, and we exchanged contact, right? And then I didn't speak to her or something. I don't remember how it happened, Sha. But then she needed to do something one time again for Hansa Renee, and then she reached out to me, but I couldn't do it. She wanted me to perform somewhere. I couldn't do it. But then we started talking from there, right? And I noticed that she was very creative. She won me over with one campaign that she did. I will always talk about it. So there was one time she wanted to get Don Jazzy to a store in VI, right? So she ran this campaign where she did Dear Don Jazzy every day till Don Jazzy noticed and then came to the store. I thought that was very cool. I mean, I wanted more people in my life like that. So, and then aside that, she's cool. So we started talking. So sometimes I'll just send some ideas and some songs that I have. And I see that she has great listening ears. Yeah, she listens. She has, I think Nee should be an ENR. She's great.
That's interesting. I don't disagree with you.
She's great. She's great.
I've definitely had enough time with her where I can see that.
She puts me on new music. Like she put me on a lot of people that I know now, like Jacob Banks, for example.
Yeah.
Michael Brown, and then a lot of people really.
Yeah.
So,
And I've heard that from other industry people as well.
Yeah, she's great. She's great. I don't even think she knows what she has sometimes, but she's great, So I'll send ideas to her back and forth and everything. And then, because I'm a creative as well. So if I have an idea, like maybe for a campaign and shit with her, she'll even bring it more to life, So that really helped. And then we became friends, so we hang out. I remember when I was going to release the Gold album, I played it to her first. Yeah, in the car, and then they loved it. So when the album came out, so we started talking. She came for my listening party, and then when I left YBNL, and then I needed a manager, and somebody told me, "You just need your friend." Like, what friend do I have? What friend do I have? Who can I trust? Who's the one person that I can? I don't need to even say too much, but they just get it.
Yeah,
Nee gets it. Nee. I'm not even saying this because he's here. Like Nee gets. Yes.
She deserves it.
Yeah, she deserves. She deserves juju. Hey, my life. Yeah, bust it down. Yeah, So, and then I told her. She said she's not sure, but she will get back to me. Right. And I was hoping that
she did the politics thing. You know what I'm
saying? No. I think
it's something new for her.
Nee is prayerful, so Nee had to pray.
True.
And when she said she needed to pray about it, I'm like, okay, that's cool. I mean, I like prayers too, so let's do it.
I feel good.
I mean, yeah. And when she came back, and we kicked off, and then we're here.
Holy
Bro,
teens.
we've done a lot of things.
No, we
released another album, sold out all our shows.
God, Nani now.
Listen, it's what
Like I can,
Go ahead.
I don't need to be in some meetings.
Yeah.
You know, I just
Trust,
know,
yeah.
Nee has it.
whatever she says goes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I stress her a lot, but yeah, she stresses me too.
Do you think a lot of women are represented well in the Nigerian music industry? Or the
So
African-
that's
the
another
African
thing I need to
industry?
talk about, right? Like, so I feel like, I mean, before Nee, there was Osagi.
Yes.
Osagi, yeah.
Dope,
Osagi is good.
Yeah,
Osagi
dope
is
people.
She's really great. She's
Shout
really
outs
great.
to her.
She's an amazing person. She's taught me a lot. So, and then I think after Osagi, I think it's Nee, right? Yeah. And then I just need to talk about how we need to respect more women in the industry.
Please take your
Yeah,
time.
so-
Take your time with this.
So I need to apologize to Nee as well. Because for a long time I didn't get it. Nee would complain about some things to me, and then I would just be like, I didn't think that it was that much a deal. Sometimes I thought she was being dramatic, but then I didn't understand how most people will not treat the male managers
The same way.
the same way. But then I started to get it. I'll give you an example. Like it still shakes me anytime I remember this thing. We went for a meeting. Not only was this guy not so unprofessional, he had his child in this negotiation meeting that we were at. Like the girl was saying, "Uncle take so million now. My daddy is because of me." I'm like,
What?
what are we dealing with? Like, what kind of
Using
company is
his
this?
child as a
Yeah,
bartering
you know, like, and
mechanism?
then it was that's not even what pisses me off the most. You know
What?
So when this guy was speaking to Nee, because Nee wasn't speaking Yoruba, he was speaking Yoruba. He wanted Nee to speak Yoruba. You know how we can be Yoruba people.
Yeah,
now, like,
yeah.
You know how we
that,
can
that
throw-
ego
yeah, that
comes in.
then so Igbo, she wouldn't call it Igbo, you know, that kind of
Right,
thing.
right.
Yeah.
Speak
But
to
he
me
was being
about-
professional, right? Speaking everything, saying like these are our terms. He said that we do it or no. You know what this guy did? This guy stood up from his chair and then kicked Nee. Kicked Nee like beside me.
No way.
I think that was a day that it dawned on me like, oh shit. I think I need to pay more attention to what she says to me.
He did that for real?
No, he was joking.
That's
Something
not,
he would never
but
do.
you
Yeah,
get what I'm
something he
saying?
would never
Like,
do to a man. Yeah,
something
yeah.
you would never do to like just. I see the way we respect. I mean, somebody like Alex, for example.
Sure.
Like you can't talk to Alex anyhow.
Not at all.
Right.
The way you will see Alex, even you'll be like,
From the beginning, yeah.
like you can't do that.
Absolutely.
So and that's the day I started to pay more attention to how she feels and then how people treat her. You know. And since then, I've had people. I mean, she'll tell me somebody was rude to her. I'm just like, you know what? We're not taking that gig,
No, it's needed.
respect
and that's it.
It's needed. Trust me.
So I feel like more people need to respect women in the industry a lot more.
Yeah.
Like somebody, you know, and you know how guys can mansplain people,
Absolutely.
like women.
Oh,
like,
That patriarchy is crazy.
and
No,
they just go.
we all had to unlearn it ourselves.
Oh, I say that all the time,
Yeah.
right? So somebody called one time and said, "I've been in this industry before you were born." Something like, bruh, that's
So?
not like.
Change
Are you paying this money or not? You know, like
Literally.
I told her to not take the gig and then till they begged. You know,
I respect it.
so I feel like one day, I mean, every day we need to start like just be more aware. Be more aware that we need to respect women.
Yeah, I meet a lot of women all the time that talk about how they want to get in the industry. They don't know, they don't know what they would actually do, or they're skilled at one specific thing that would be in the industry, but they don't know how to get in without having to give up like sexual favors.
Sadly, it's just like it's set up for. Obviously, I can't speak from that position, but in women I've you know, like I spend time with and I speak to, it's just like they just want you to break down and then need them to then help you, so they have that over your head.
That's wild.
You know what I mean? It's just so sad. So it's like, I feel like every man in that position, you know, if you're ignorant to it, you're not helping it, you know, because they'll be like, oh, I didn't know it. You know, so we, like I said, we all had to unlearn a lot of things, because the conversation is different, the energy is different, the condescending words they use to talk to women, like, there's a lot we have to do. And then we also have to uplift, because I've told you about this. This is why I love Tenny so much. It's what you represent and who you inspire behind you.
Yeah, she triggers a lot of men, and I love it. She triggers so many people on social media.
So it will be similar in that, because it's like we need women in these positions. You know, not just because they're a woman, but it's just the talent in which they have and who they get to inspire. Not just little girls, little boys as well.
Yeah.
And you know how they move and how they work and all that stuff. And they just see things differently than we do, naturally.
For sure.
So I feel like we all have to, if we're in that position, to help, or even have conversations with people when they're not there. Like, yo, don't don't talk like this, or don't address this, or watch how you step in the room. You know, different things like that.
For
Where
sure.
just move the same way you would move with this person. So
The reason why Tenny intrigues me so much, and this is not to go off on a tangent, but I remember when I first started to really get introduced to the newer African pioneer. When I say new, I mean I had to probably be like in middle school when like Weird MC and JJC and all those acts were like all over the place. So when I see Tenny, I immediately think of how Weird MC kind of just popped out on the scene at a time where Kenneth Music and Storm and all these other labels were just getting their footing.
Right.
And seeing someone like Weird MC polarize so many people to the point where they wouldn't even play her stuff on, AIT or whatever like stations were on at that time. So to see Tenny kind of jump in that same space and be like, look, I'm here. What y'all gonna do about it? I love it.
And her not comparing you guys, but obviously it was videos, like funny videos at first. Like I used to watch her funny videos.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Yeah. So, but what I think is so dope is it basically removes excuses from other people. You can be yourself and make it.
Yeah.
She's completely herself. So I think it's dope. Like we need that in Nigerian music because it's just one of these things where it's like people try to box everybody very quickly. Like, okay, you're this guy, you do this. So once we start having people with different sounds be themselves making music, you could only imagine who they inspire to come in, after them and just do their thing. And it's not just the creative music part, it's the business aspect. And that's why more women in India and more women who are good. Because sometimes we support people because of how they look or who their father is or who their mother is or, their tradition, whatever it is. We really got to support people who are talented because they get to do their thing, they get to take things to new heights and then bring it back home and inspire, a whole generation of kids.
That's kind of that's a mentality thing too, right?
Well, it's not just African, trust me, because even here, women are going through it.
For sure.
Where they just can't be themselves and be great. They got to play by this person's rule or make men comfortable in the room to then, get their voices heard, which is just madness. But it's again.
So let's ask Kunle, aside from who are some of your
I already know this question.
What is he talking about?
who are some of your favorite
female
artists in the African scene right now? Could be
Who's your number one? Just say it. Just say it. Let's get it out the way.
No, it's Simi. I mean, I don't need to hear that.
So we'll say she's number 1, 2, and 3. So who's number 4?
4.
Guy from 1 to 4.
No, she's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, on that.
You know how the Olympics you have
Got
the
it.
first medal, second medal. She's crowded the whole stage.
She's
crowded the whole
she's
stage.
gold.
Yeah, and then the people watching ceremony.
She's gold, silver, and bronze.
I really love Tiwa Savage.
Well done, well
Gold,
done.
silver, and bronze.
She's
I love
gold,
that
silver, and
reference.
bronze.
I love that reference.
GSB.
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 I love Tiwa Savage.
Wow.
A whole lot.
Tiwa, okay.
I love Tiwa Savage.
Shout out to Tiwa Savage.
I love Tiwa Savage a lot. I love Yemi.
Okay, Yemi Alade.
Not just the music, but
Energy.
nah,
I've seen both of them
she's too
perform.
much. She's-
Wow, look at you
Okay.
limiting women. Carry on. Kunle, you
First of
have to
all,
say
you can
anything.
you can
have to say
separate the
anything.
person from their character, right?
What
We're talking
male
about
have sex
appeal.
appeal? What male have sex appeal? That you like?
Sex appeal.
You could say yeah.
I wouldn't say Yanya, but okay, you could say Yanya.
I'll say yeah. They carry muscle everywhere. So
They carry muscle
Yeah,
everywhere.
everywhere.
You talking about in the African scene who has sex
Yeah,
appeal?
we're there since you're
Sex
talking about
appeal.
women with sex
The
appeal.
branch, no?
Okay, I could say the Coco Master definitely. I mean,
guess.
there's women that like the band could put out a dud tomorrow.
Babes with children, I still call themselves cocolettes.
Correct.
Go ahead, say it.
All right. Well, it's already been said.
No. I
It's
need you
already
to
been
look
said.
him in the eye and tell him he has sex
The
appeal.
consensus.
Look him in the eye.
The
and tell him.
consensus from the women in the room has been
And how do you feel?
Adekunle Gold is an African artist with mad sex appeal.
Mad sex appeal.
Okay.
I like that.
I'm comfortable with my sexuality,
that's a mixtape name, not album. Mad sex appeal.
Mad sex appeal. You know what I'm saying?
All your throwaway song, just mad sex appeal.
That's it.
MSC.
MSA, just abbreviating everything.
MSA.
MSA.
Okay, I feel like that's a gang somewhere. That
No,
we
Master
shouldn't have.
Service Agreement.
Okay. No, but all right. So we have
Master Suya Acquisition.
God.
Massive Suya.
food.
Let's
Him
go
and
back.
Nigeria food. Yes.
So-
So we have Yemi
we were-
after
we were-
Yemi.
we were
Yemi,
we were in
Yemi,
Nigeria together.
and then I love what's her name again?
Wow, shit.
I love Niniola.
Oh, okay. Shout out to the other Apata.
Niniola has something entirely different. Like
It's called SARS.
Yeah. It's
called SARS.
I like to liken Niniola to Shakira.
Oh,
Okay.
I say because of the slurs, the way they sing, both of them. I think there's something there.
yeah, it's hard to hear her not
Yeah.
move.
She has
It's
a very
hard to hear her.
interesting
Like
voice.
as soon as the song starts, you just bopping your head. You just
Even
moving.
the edited versions. Even when I went to Lagos, they were work where they were playing. I think it was Bana, but they had the clean version, and it was like Bobo.
the vibe. Yeah, she got the vibe.
And I would, in any other instance, I'd be like, why are they playing the clean version of such a poppin' song? But it still
the
went
vibe
off.
is still there, yeah.
It still went off. Salute.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, so
So that's a top 8 because top 3 goes to
even 5.
wifey.
If we want to be honest, I'm just saying. You know, okay, I won't say too much.
I respect it.
All
I
right, so
respect
now
it. I respect it.
outside Nigeria and
Yeah.
in the continent, who are you listening to? Put us on.
Yeah, put us on.
right now I'm listening to Coffee.
Okay.
Love.
Gratitude is a must.
Yeah, love Coffee. What am I listening to now?
We're making playlists as we are saying it.
So
I'm listening to currently. I've been listening to Lady Zama as well.
okay, ladies, Mar.
Yeah, Shoma Josie.
Show me just.
Yeah.
As you are saying it,
a lot of.
I mean, this is still in the continent.
No,
Oh, yeah,
as, you're,
absolutely.
as you're saying it, I'm making myself more interesting because I'm telling all these people this is what I listen to. So carry on.
Oh yeah. What
That's
else?
so
though?
funny. A lot of music.
Hello.
A lot of South African house music.
I don't know how to do that thing.
I don't know how he does it.
Wow.
I know why.
No,
I know
see,
why he knows how to do it.
Wow, we're doing this?
Probably do.
No, because you studied the continent for it.
I definitely studied the continent. Right, good.
People's daughters.
Yeah,
We are
good.
using as
Allegedly.
subjects. Carry on.
Allegedly.
Right now, I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, right now, that's what I can remember.
All right. So
Respect
now, what artists do you really, really like, non-African, that we would never guess?
Oh, I think this is an easy guess.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. Well, he's pop. He's big. Like somebody is like.
Shout out to the Filipino
Okay.
Mike Jackson.
'Cause I'm from the Bronx. He has 2 songs with Cardi, so Bruno is good with me.
Wow, DJ Lo. Well done.
DJ Thanos
Bow
Jolo,
from the block.
Jennifer Thanos Lopez,
Don't be
The Ring-
fooled
the
by
Ring
the
Collector.
girls that you
That's
got.
outside the continent, yeah?
outside the continent. Where it's just like, I didn't see this coming.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Shats.
Wow.
Shats.
No, thank you.
Wow. That is. Oh, I've been listening to Leon Bridges.
Ooh, okay.
I give you that. Okay.
I love him.
Bridges. I like him.
I think he's an amazing artist.
Leon is interesting because when he sings, he sounds like what I would consider if Motown was like if you could take
Exactly.
an artist and drop him in a different time period, I would drop him in 1974 and have him recording with Marvin
kill
Gaye.
it.
Yeah, you said it
He'd
well.
kill it.
You said it well. That's the guy. That's right now for me.
No, he's a great artist.
If you could collaborate with any artist that you haven't collaborated with yet, who would it be and why?
From Nigeria or outside.
Both.
Bruno Mars, man.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah, I want that guy.
You catch a grenade?
That guy's my best friend. He just doesn't know yet.
No, we'll make it happen. No,
respect
he's a beautiful artist, and I love that his sound changes. And
You just call Bruno Mars beautiful?
yeah, that looks good.
Wow.
He's a good-looking guy.
So you think Bruno Mars has sex appeal?
Yes, for a short guy, he has sex appeal.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's your thing, short man?
No, I'm not interested in short people.
No, I'm just asking.
No, I answered.
Okay, I respect it. See,
What show is this again?
No, you know what I'm saying?
Wahala,
No,
bro.
you know, we're all comfortable.
Yeah, good.
I'm saying
No, we're comfortable
BAWO's
with
wife is gonna kill him when she hears this episode.
Don't worry, she's top 5 too. I'm taking Kunle.
She's top 5. So,
She's top 5.
so
very
you're
soon.
so
favorite artist. All collabs.
dial on. It's funny. Okay, so you did non-African, so African now. African collaborator that you haven't worked with yet. That you've always wanted to work with, or you would.
I almost sounded cocky.
Shit. No, it's
I'm waiting for the cocky answer because I love, you know what I love about whenever he does interviews or speaks about his creative process? He speaks about it so highly. You know, it is dope. It's beautiful work.
Absolutely.
But I love when he's like, this is the shit I put out and this shit is
This is the most
fire.
This is the most open I've heard.
No, but every time he talks about his work, he has so much pride in it, and I love it. So that's why I feel like I know the answer, but he's going to give us a politically correct answer.
Nah, I don't know.
You don't know. I feel like you know, but you're just like, eh.
Okay, I'll save you.
Okay, so
I'll save you with this. This is a meme question, but an artist that is come and gone that you would pay good money to see.
come and gone. I think I'll only pay to see KSA.
Really?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've actually seen that.
I mean, live performer, right?
Same.
I
I've seen
love
him,
somebody
so he's-
I love to watch people that would
Perform?
teach me, a lot more things that I don't know.
Yeah.
And sadly, most of this generation artists don't perform that good.
No, it's
be honest.
it's.
So if I'm
trying to
paying,
think who performs good, like that's not in this room, that'll be like boom. I want
Flavor
to
does.
perform. Flavor,
Yeah,
Flavor
absolutely.
Flavor, Yemi,
Yeah, I agree.
that I've seen.
That what?
I've seen perform. Flavor has.
Have you seen Burna perform yet?
No, I haven't seen Burner yet. I missed Burner twice.
Don't miss him.
No, we're gonna make this one. And Casper, Nervous.
Yeah, he's
because we're in London.
yeah,
We're in
Casper
London.
was great.
Casper.
I watched him in South Africa.
because he was the non-Nigerian act, and you know how Nigerians are with non-Nigerians. Like they would just be like, "Come on, go!" Like they just want you to go. Casper got on that stage and demanded everybody's attention. Like I remember him pre-performance and post-performance. Like
Yeah.
everybody gathered around in post-performance.
agreed.
So that would be like. But so you say KSA would be
Yeah,
the
KSA.
other one. Gotcha.
I think that's one person that I know.
Have you ever met him?
Yeah, he sang my song, bro.
I'm just, hey, I mean, no. See, when you say sang my song, in 2019, I could be in Guatemala and record stems and send them.
Well, yeah,
So
I met
nobody
him
wants to
and
assume.
he sang my life.
How did that?
That's
go?
awesome.
So we were built on to perform at the same show, and I think I got on stage before him, and then he was about to go on stage, and I ran into him at the door, and then this man was just saying, "Oh, how he loves my music. I shouldn't change for anybody."
That's awesome.
And then he sang. And you call Lauren, I'm like, nah, I need to record this shit.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I recorded it. I'm like, I'm saving this video for life.
Shit, that's awesome.
I mean, that's the one person I know that I probably will worth a male artist. Yeah, that's the one
It's
person.
dope because a lot of people have compared you to him to me,
Yeah.
and a lot of people and someone he's related to has compared you to him. So I think it's absolutely dope that you feel that way about him, because sometimes like you want people to like each other that you think are both dope, and
He's my inspiration. Like,
No.
Like sometimes I want to go for shows. I just look, what has he won before? Okay, let me try to replicate that. So I do that all the time. Sometimes.
now this is something I feel like I might know the answer. He has helped bridge the sound throughout his time, and he's touring at 72 years ago.
He has done it all,
72,
bro.
right.
Absolutely.
So
He has done it all.
What do you feel you are responsible for to the sound? Because obviously he's created something in which you can benefit from, and you would have to, the game is given. And what do you feel like you were able to, or you owe the game, or you're able to do to create something similar for the next generation?
Okay, so I'll say this one thing. Yeah, before 2014, before I released Sade, I feel like the people that have done the sound that I was about to I'm making now right now, were Asha, and then Bez, and then maybe Bruno Mars. I said Bruno Mars. Brimo, right?
Yeah.
Like this were the really the only three people in that scene, right? I feel like when I released Sade, a lot more people got confident
Yeah.
to release their song,
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah,
I remember
I mean, not to take credit for that, but
No, for sure.
I feel like when I released Sade, a lot of people
Don't
got
come
more
here to be
confidence,
humble. Please don't come here to be humble.
because I've heard people tell me bro, you don't know what you did for me by releasing Sade. It felt like you opened the door for us, and then it's time to just roll out our songs.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that at least in the time where the songs that were reigning then were like club bangers, you needed to have a club song to be like an artist that would be relevant,
Yeah.
But then what did I do? I just sang my story on a One Direction beat, and then that took off
went
really
everywhere. Yeah.
really wild, That's the song that took me to London for the first time, I came to America for the first time on that two songs, Oriente and Sade.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, I agree with you. There's a lot of artists that
I was there for that show.
So I feel like I don't. I
I
feel
was
like
there for that show.
yeah, I feel like I've done that one thing, and then right now, people are beginning to respect live performances more. Not that some people were not doing it before me, but I feel like in this generation now, I'm doing a lot more.
Absolutely.
You know, there were times that we reject gigs. Nia and I will reject because we don't want to do DJ track 1, track 2 because I don't enjoy that.
On a live band.
Because it doesn't make sense to me why I'll listen to your song before I get to your show and you give me the same thing.
No, for sure.
And then hand me the mic.
Yeah, I agree.
I've been doing a lot of live performances and people are beginning to like book artists more now and then asking for live performances, you know, so
it's good that you say that because even BAWO and a few of our friends are known for putting on productions, like helping out with artists that come to New York, LA, whatever, and they're really big on getting live bands for artists. They've always been about that, so I think it's really interesting that you out the gate were like, this is what I want to do.
And I've also shown that you don't necessarily have to go mainstream. Let mainstream come to you, and that's what's happened to my case. I mean, if you want to say you want to mention all the big names, right? I mean, if you have mentioned like top 10, right?
Yeah.
So somehow I'm in the mix.
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
Say somebody sold out their show. It doesn't matter the capacity, right? You will say I sold out my own show as well.
Of course.
So I feel like these days we do everything first. Yeah. Me and my team. Like you need to see the way we rolled out about 30. Genius.
No. Yeah.
Genius, right?
This is the shit I be talking. This is the Kunle I love.
Yeah.
When he talks about his shit and it's just so I love this.
I'm here for it.
Genius. We did a listening booth where you get to listen to each track like per
a lot
booth.
of influencers were there just going crazy.
And then we did that.
It's smart.
And then I think I'm the first Nigerian artist to do a residency in Lagos.
That's awesome.
I think so.
Awesome. And who pitched that on your side? Who was the?
I mean, it was me and Nee.
That's awesome.
Nee. Mostly Nee, to be honest. So you know, I feel like I'm breaking boundaries every day.
You are.
Yeah, I am because
no, you are.
I really am, to be honest.
Talk your shit, Kunle.
Yeah, I do the most for.
This is my favorite.
Yeah,
there's many Kunle. There's I'm happy to be here, Kunle. And there's this shit is fucking genius, beautiful. Like, and that's my favorite Kunle.
I love it.
Again, I've seen the performance you had in New York when it was in Queens at Hannah's show.
That was shit though. But yeah.
No. I've seen it. No, I've seen it. It was. Trust me,
they cut me off, bro. Like
I was there. I was like, you don't have to break. It's not breaking news, but it's like no. There was still the people who were there.
Yeah.
From start to finish enjoyed what they had.
Yeah.
Like, and I know the people that were going crazy. I know the Too Cool for School kids that were going crazy from. So you know, it definitely does matter. And like you said, bands are a big thing for us. Like we've been doing shows with any artist you can think of. We've set something up for them in New York. Any single artist that's ever performed in New York. So it's always been a thing. And we know, trust me, and in doing that, we've known which artist, your favorite artist, whoever's listening, who knows music and who doesn't know music.
It's a fact.
Because until you get an artist around a live band, you don't know what they know. Because a lot of people beats comes, talk over beat, go home, performance, give songs to a DJ, do the same thing.
Jump around.
Yeah,
you make my heart de boom.
Yeah. No,
you make my heart
it's so crazy. When Iroh came out, right?
Glow.
I was like, it was just dope watching it because I'm like, are people gonna come for Kunle? Because I'm like, who's gonna take this personal? No, because when I hear it, I think a name comes up to me instantly, like in which I'm like, you should listen to Kunle talking to you in this song.
Maybe you should listen to all my songs then because
no.
Maybe I say something to everybody.
That one was big to me because I'm big on live performances. We all grew up with music and we all grew up just, when you hear music, you close your eyes and it just takes you there. Like when I found out Bob Marley died before I was born, I was like sad for
You found out before you were born? That's crazy. You were in heaven like shit. Bob Marley, damn. You didn't even give me a shot, bro.
I don't want to go to Earth no more, God. He on his way up? On his way up?
That mission in the Bronx, hold that.
Wow.
I'm
born in the Bronx.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. That's why they burned you in Nigeria.
They burned you. I've talked to Phoenix.
I told you I'm Ghanaian now, right?
Did
I not tell you I'm Ghanaian now?
No, I'm not.
After the election, I handed in my...
Being Ghanaian is popping right now.
It's working for me right now.
Tell your pastor.
My pastor is, is working for me.
Go away. So anyway, but no. Live performances is dope. That's key, in everything you're doing. Even in OK Africa's performance last year. So it was just dope to see it. And I celebrate every African artist that does it because it's weird because the ones that were popping when we grew up were known for live performances.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then suddenly it just went south.
Kwamwan, Sonny Ade,
no, every single person you can
all
think
of them.
about.
Yeah, it's fact.
Even the band.
Pop sound, then they made the
So
even Shina Peter,
everybody.
Watch Two-Face. till now.
Two Faces is perfect.
Amazing
No,
live
no,
performer.
no,
you know,
come
so,
on, bro, come on. Like,
Yeah.
so it's weird that it went down, but now it's dope that it's coming back up because now bands are being branded because you hear bands being flown around.
Yeah,
different
composers.
countries.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ace notes
Like,
and
yo,
then
and-
Hear about them
alternate.
and there's 70 entourage. Yeah, you hear
No,
it.
no, but
You hear it. No, you hear it. Egypt 90.
wow. And
Yeah.
you
Egypt
still
Salsa.
have Fela's kids touring with their band, which is
Yeah.
just dope because that's the closest we get, to Fela. So it's dope to see that sound, and I just want to say I appreciate you keeping to a sound and keeping to what it is you're getting done. But any other questions? Because we do songs that you would like to put people onto.
Before we do Song of the Week,
Yes.
I'm going to ask a controversial question.
Oh, I just need you to know I didn't have any part to do with the spot of the show.
Are there any things that you like to bring off that piss you off about the Nigerian music industry? Like, what are some things that you don't necessarily agree with
And
or
I
understand?
need cocky Kunle here.
Yes, I need.
We don't need happy to be here, Kunle.
We need the cocky Kunle pause.
BDE Kunle.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
I think it's sad that people don't want to work with potentials.
One.
No, rather than just everybody wants something that's done already. You know?
What?
Yeah. So you can you imagine that at the level that I am, yeah,
Talk your shit, Kunle.
I still beg some people for some stuff.
That's wild.
I'm like, wait,
It should be the
do I really need to lobby for this thing? You know? I tweeted something like 2 days ago. I think yesterday. I said, this year we don't beg for shit. We don't beg nobody. You're either into it or not.
I agree.
We move. Like, that's my energy this year. Nobody wants to work with potentials. The first thing they will ask you is, what are your numbers? I'm like, fuck you.
Wow.
I agree.
No, you should end
Like,
the convo.
'cause
and
You don't. You see, think about it really. Like, how am I going to have numbers if you don't put me onto the
I
right
agree.
things? You
But
know what I mean?
But not only that, because there's so much, people manipulate things, right?
Yeah.
So
Numbers ain't even
I mean, y'all know what I
Yeah,
have.
of course,
So
of course.
with what I'm doing, I get artists that they'll say, "Oh yeah, I have 20 million. I have 10 million
People
streaming
just like
something."
jump on something that's hot, and the thing is, these things die. It's like
Bruh.
I want to mention the name so bad.
I know,
God,
but not only that, when
God help me.
you have people putting out records, they won't even give it time to marinate.
Somebody got signed recently, right?
Oh, Jesus,
Off
Jesus,
like a shit like song,
Right.
Jesus.
and then so
I hear me.
I'm not a bad person. I don't wait for somebody's downfall, but I was just waiting. I was hoping for a follow,
crashing, bro.
and then it just didn't happen. I'm like, oh yeah, so see,
Yeah.
but then we're here, not just me. It doesn't have to be about me, Seth.
No, I
Forget about me. There are other people out there like struggling. These guys are making this thing work. Like they are putting their whole life into this thing.
Yes.
Clearly, you see that there's something here, but then you just want to jump on the big names.
Yeah, of course.
And then
Or there's
just-
an endorsement because
Yeah,
of a selfish reason,
exactly.
a selfish
Like
purpose.
just, oh, this is the person that will get it. And
This person that's gonna get me connected
and then
to
they
this
get you into
person.
trouble.
Yeah.
One day the next day there's some scandal.
Right.
Like it's just
It's wild.
It's crazy how we just do not want to work with potential. See that there's a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Everybody wants something that's hot right now that'll just die.
I agree.
And
And people can't take constructive criticism. Like there's people all the time that try to finesse the system or finesse the natural order of things, and I'm very, very direct. I'm like, look, I get what you did and I see it, but the streets aren't reacting to this the way you think, the way you're trying to pretend that the streets are reacting to it.
The circle matters too, the feedback circle. Where
Absolutely.
It's like what it really is. Because a lot of time you get, people won't even listen to your song and they'll tell you, yo, this shit is fire.
I always listen. That's the thing. Like, I may not respond to the email, I may not respond to the DM, but chances are I listen to it. And if I know you cannot handle constructive criticism or constructive feedback, I just
But back to what Kunle said, it's just one of those things where it's like a lot of these acts that are hot now. How many of them can tour in 5 years?
I agree. How many can tour right now? Fuck
That's what I'm
five.
saying.
Fuck 5
No,
years.
'cause
You have a record
you
out.
have
Cool.
a single that might, be getting attention. But how many do we see? Like, okay, 5 years from now, what can you put out there?
That's a great point.
That's why it's like here, say, just touring at 70 should just be assigned to everybody of what exactly.
you know what I also have a problem with, like online pundits. No, yeah, I need to say this one. Yeah, I feel like everybody because you have data, right? because you started listening to music and because you've been speaking to some celebrities, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh
no.
And then you can type like some really great articles, yeah.
Jesus.
Online. You feel like you can really criticize.
I need an example.
You need to criticize. You can criticize somebody's music.
No. I need an example.
Like first,
who are you talking about?
Let me even say this thing.
Who are you shouting at?
Take your time.
First, you don't even fucking teach me how to make my music.
Jesus.
Right?
One.
I discovered my own sound. Right? I make it how I enjoy it. I released Sade because I enjoyed it first. You know? I didn't even, to be honest, I didn't really care about what people thought, because when I even released the song, it was that was not the song for that time.
Fuck their opinion.
Right. So I released it, and then you loved it, right? And I gave you more. Thank God I never failed.
Everything was a hit back to back.
And everything I've released has been intentional. Right? I make my music how I enjoy it.
I love that word, intention.
You know, like
it's important.
Yeah, but
I wish a lot of artists
I'm
were
always
more
intentional. You know what I mean?
Talk
Like,
your shit.
I wish more artists were.
So when I release something, I release it based on how I'm feeling.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
as you should.
As great as it's cool to listen to feedback. I get feedback as well. I mean, whether you like it or not, music is somewhat like a market, right?
Yeah.
You sell something, you want feedback, right?
Sure.
I get it.
Sure.
But then, do not ever call my music trash, because I know I don't make trash music.
Regardless.
I do not make trash music.
Yeah.
It's okay if you don't like it, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know? But when you now begin to make it sound like, how about you do it this way? Bruh, you don't like,
how about
I don't
they
answer
do it that way?
I don't answer to you. I make this music. I learn every day by myself. I listen to people. I travel to watch people perform live to learn these things, you know.
I agree.
So I am building myself.
I find it that a lot of people who can't do what you're doing always think they can tell you how to do it better.
Exactly,
I
you
find
know.
that very
And I just go, yeah.
It's the game though, because previous to the internet, this were people in the beer parlor with strong opinions. But now, like you said, there's a data plan
Barbershop.
involved.
Yeah, everybody types like,
there's
yeah.
an ad sign involved. And I think people operate with about like 7 or 8 keywords in which they put in every tweet.
Fact.
Yeah, it's either trash, facts,
fire.
or you are in Nigeria it's cultist. In America they'll say you are like no. There's just certain things that people feel like they can't, like, people don't come up with. As much as people think they're interesting, they're not as original.
I see blow a lot too. Oh, you this song.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's just certain keywords people operate with. Like, because I just, when things come out, whether it be song, album, videos, and you just, if you type a certain word, most of these contents all have the same thing. And it's just, it doesn't lead to original. Like, people don't really mean what they're saying. They're just saying things to be a part of.
Buzzwords.
Yeah, it's the buzzwords.
People say words on the internet, especially in the Niger scene, and they have no idea what they're talking about. They just see a lot of people using these words and they just insert them. They retweet and insert that buzzword.
Out 7 minutes and they already have review.
You know what I also think, right? Somebody puts out a body of work, right? I feel like Nigerians want different things.
They want everything.
They want everything on like a compilation. Like,
they don't know what they want, but they want it.
Sounding like a mixtape. You know, like so. You see, you're an artist that you have your own sound. So all of a sudden you expect me to make something in reggae, right? Do reggae, do something, and put everything together, and that's how to you.
No, Lashe Fuji radio.
That's what makes you. That's what makes you like an artist that has diverse sound, and then because they say to me sometimes like, I sound the same on every. I'm like, I don't even get it. First, I have my voice, I have my slurs, right?
Yeah.
I don't even repeat lyrics. I do not. So I don't repeat lyrics. For every music that I make, I have an intention. I'm not a one song artist. I'm a body of work artist.
Facts.
So I made
that shit.
I made Gold. I wanted Gold to sound a certain way, and I did that. About 30, I didn't want to sound like Gold. I wanted it to be more urban, like I didn't use the regular drums anymore. You know. I did more saxophone, some more wind instruments, you know, everything. I decided to even try some pop sound, you know. I did Fame. That's very different from everything I've done, you know.
Facts.
And then, so when I now read some things like, say, this album sounds a bit like God, I'm like, shut up. You don't know anything. You don't know anything.
Shut your dirty.
Because somebody even told me one time that they pay me to listen to music. I'm like, oh, okay. So they pay you to.
Was it a journalist?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what she's. Yeah.
Oh God!
No,
Yeah,
but
so
that's
they pay me to listen to music. I'm like, bro, you don't like. What are you talking about? Like, this is my process. You either love it
or you don't.
You don't. It's okay.
it's very simple.
It's okay.
It's very simple.
No, that's not to say I don't take criticism. Trust me, guys. Like I mean, when I see some people say stuff about my song, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should have done that differently. To be honest, but do not go like just. You cannot just look. I mean, see that beauty that I've created and say it's nah. Come on. No.
I'm telling you, it's buzzwords.
I know I don't make
it's
trash.
Like they don't really.
I see it every day.
Yeah,
I
stopped
responding to a lot of people that I would normally respond to, be like, "Yo, what are you talking about?"
And
I just stopped because I feel like BAWO tells me all the time, like, "Yo, just don't." I know you saw that Tunde, but don't even respond.
Yeah, I tell them all the time. I'm so happy I'm not in that lane in which, like, my job. Like, obviously, I deal with entertainment, but it's not in a space in which I'm. You know, people have to give me their feedback because I read these tweets and I'm just like, bro, you're really taking time out your day to say nothing, to aim to hurt somebody.
Bro, and what do you do? What do you actually do that qualifies you to be able to
as a listener, you can give feedback, but it's like people really think like, yo, they just want you to jot everything they say down and just go home with it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that just speak with authority and don't have any. And I just find that interesting.
I'm telling you, there are parents who have beer parlors doing the same thing. It's just what it is. But they just have data plan. Like it's just data plan. If their parents had Twitter and fake, it'd be the same thing.
I also think it's because
the same thing.
I think it's because we are in a different generation too. Like when we were growing up, people got beat up for talking crazy. I don't think people get beat up anymore.
Also,
I think not enough people are getting.
It's access.
Access. That's the ad sign. The ad sign changes.
I feel like if you don't have access to me, you can. So I don't even stress these days. I have a block industry. Talk shit.
I recently joined your organization. I've been left and right.
It's because you can see what I'm talking. I mean, what I'm saying. That's why you can even get to me in the first place.
That's
right?
a fact.
No, access is the biggest.
If you don't have access to me, you can see. You can only hit from outside. Say whatever you want to say from outside. I won't even see it because I've blocked you.
You can hit from outside the gate.
So it's okay. So I think what social media is great, but the one thing that is done that I hate is the access.
I agree with you.
Somebody
too many
just wake up.
It's both sides.
Imagine somebody just want to just come for a tubaba. Like, who the fuck are you?
No, I agree.
Do you understand? Like,
happens all the time.
You want to come for because you can just tweet.
Yeah.
Because you can just at tubaba.
That is the ad sign. Ad sign is destroying a lot of things, but it's also helping because I'm sure you've ran into some people that you probably would never meet without.
Yeah,
social
of course.
Media. So it's like it's both sides, but it's just crazy how, like you said, people will just pull up their phone. And what's wild to me is a lot of people are paying per message they send. Like, this is your money you're wasting.
Sure.
On just chatting rubbish.
Sure.
Like,
and it's also entitlement too. Like, people feel so entitled to get not just to get awareness or attention, but to get a response. Like, you're not obligated. I'm not obligated to respond to anything. It's literally my choice to respond to you. I don't care who you are.
I don't. Like, even when his promo for the album was coming, I'm just hype. Regardless. I'm not out here like, but I'm just like, fams, I'm looking at reactions of people. I'm like, bro.
I'm seeing
like when people would take people were talking crazy. People didn't know. Someone was crying in the booth. I remember they took So it's like, I'm here hype, ready to see it. So it's just like, where's the entitlement? Why can't you just be a fan? And it goes with live shows too. People will come to shows to stand on stage.
Dog.
Like, that's my biggest thing. Dog. Like, grown men, like, you have children at home that are looking up to you as a father or mother, and your job is to go and be someone's boy on stage.
Dog, there's people that don't talk to me the whole year. They find out that, maybe we're going to be a part of a show or whatever, we're going to pull up at a show, and then I'll immediately, yo, bro, can you put me on the guest list? I'm like, for what? Support the artist. Buy the ticket.
What do you want to do backstage?
They just want to hang out and be seen. That shit is so weird to me.
The best view of the show is looking at the artist. People really would take a recording on the back of someone's head.
You want to see You want to see an artist perform live. What the fuck are you doing backstage?
Every show I've produced, as soon as it's like, oh, things are going well, I run to the crowd and I just stand there and watch what's happening because
That's
there's
me.
there's no way I'm gonna miss out on this opportunity. Like,
Yeah.
you're a great artist. I think I'm not standing next to the band. I can't even hear you well.
And it's
next to
wild
the
because
band.
we actually have business to do, so it's understandable if that is not the case, whatever. But there's people that literally have no
Fams,
thing
I'm telling you, as
to
soon as
do
everything is
backstage.
good, before the artist leaves, I'm in the crowd. And right before the artist is ready to go, I'm right
outside.
back there. Like, yo, nothing. The stage should be empty if you're a fan.
I agree.
If somebody comes to a show and wants to stand next to it, they don't like your music.
They're looking for a look.
Yeah,
They
it's
want
a
to
good
look.
flick.
They want to either
Every
get close to you.
grown man,
They want to
every
get a picture.
grown man.
Yo,
men are bigger groupies now than women.
male groupies.
It's grown. Like, I'm talking about people that have kids. Like, I'm talking. You go home, someone's like, "Daddy, welcome home," but you go home and you go be a boy to someone. To like, think about how
Shout outs
crazy
to all the
that
unemployed
is.
male groupies out there.
No, it's if I shower not be work. Groupies definitely not work, but.
Shout outs to all the unemployed male groupies.
Do me a favor, please. Get out
Get
of
right
here.
here.
No, real shit.
Get
But
out right
that's-
here, man.
I don't
Shit,
know
don't
about
fight.
my gripe, but that's my gripe.
Oh no, we're still talking about gripes. So you've mentioned what seven things. Are there any more gripes or criticisms you have?
Chauvinistic male as well.
of the
We
crowd?
covered that earlier.
yeah, you know me. That's my.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, I think this is just. It's not even. It's not an industry thing. It's I think
Society,
the
thing.
world.
Yeah,
itself.
generally,
I agree.
I still find it very funny that when somebody talks about rape, right? Yeah, and then the first thing, I don't know if it's just I don't know if it's a Nigerian thing, right? The first thing somebody will say is, maybe you were dressed indecently.
It's not Nigeria.
disrespectful.
It's not Nigeria, bro.
It's not Nigeria at all because
Oh
it happens.
my
It
God.
happens here too. It's always about what she did or what she wore, and it's not. It's not about
Like
how.
grown- like
it's not about
men.
how your
Men.
father failed to raise a man, and you
Men,
are
bro,
a
like
poor
men.
excuse.
I'm talking about men.
Why do we still have like in 20 something we're still having this conversation about how somebody's dressed, and that's why they're prone to being raped? Like, no, come
Because
on.
again, they didn't get beat up as kids.
I
They
saw
didn't
a
get beat
tweet
up, and the
that-
OGs don't exist no more.
I
It's
saw
all that
no,
stuff.
no. This shit just goes back to something because I saw a tweet where they were like, women used to dress crazy, like they used to have big flowy dresses and all that, and women were still getting raped.
Yeah.
So it has not like it's a disease, and we're not addressing this.
We're not addressing it at
And
all.
the two kids that the whole drugging girls in clubs and all that, and then because your father's rich, you come out. We have to. This discussion has.
I
to
talked about
happen.
it when I went to South Africa for Global Citizens Fest. I remember I came back and I talked about it. The fact that there was so many police and security men there, and the fact that women that attended that concert were still subject to things like rape and harassment and stuff, it was so disheartening.
Oh, come on.
So disheartening.
Babes went through it. South African artist, Babes Wudumo, she
Yeah,
went
yeah.
through it. She spoke about how her own man used to attack her. And it's just like, and she spoke about how she would go to authorities and speak to them. And
they
they'd just be
wouldn't
like,
believe her.
Yeah, so it's a sick thing. And we really have to speak about this. It's not about how she if a woman
It's
is naked,
crazy.
if a woman is walking around naked, it screams rape me to you. Like, what does that say to you when you see someone naked or someone dressed some type of way? Like me, whenever I even work around women, I make sure, like at night, I give them so much space because they really don't know what anybody's thinking. Like, you're a strange man to them, and it's like, so we all have to be aware. We all have to do our part. And when you see a man giving certain conversations that lets you know this guy's on some other shit, you got to call him out.
Indeed.
Don't tell me you got to wait because I hate when men be like, I have a daughter, so I understand.
You don't understand. Just
You
'cause
should
have a
know
daughter
that
doesn't
shit before you have a daughter. These are human beings. We're all human beings. Like, how would you feel if somebody presses on you like, yo, give me this? That shit is
crazy.
sick.
I mean, there's a whole lot to be angry about, to be honest.
So, what are some things that you have in mind for yourself for the next year? Like, what are some wishes you have for yourself for the next year? Goals.
I mean, for my next project,
Can I say Adekunle's goals?
Wow. Well,
This is the section called Adekunle Goals.
What?
you are
Same font.
That was great.
Just one letter
Man said same
difference.
font.
Just one. The A and the D is that's it. Goals. Carry on, sir. Sorry.
Okay.
Jokes are better on the other side.
Okay, God. I'm gone. Okay, so one exciting thing that's happening this year for me is the album that I'm really I just called it an album.
Wow.
So, guys, it's
What?
it's not an album.
Experience.
Yeah, it's just like a project, right?
Okay.
Wait, you're talking about the Adekunle Gold experience?
I think something-
Interesting.
Adekunle Gold.
Adekunle Gold is...
I think it's a different direction
Okay.
from everything I've done, right? Still sound a little like me because of my voice, but then the music is entirely different now.
I find that interesting too, because you're inspired by one direction, now you're going in a different direction. Shout outs to you.
Wow.
References.com.
Shout outs to you. I'm proud of you.
This is not working out.
As we continue, Adekunle's
Can I say go?
goals.
Adekunle's goals. We're back.
So I'm releasing this project, and then it has an interesting name, right? Because I've been feeling a lot of songs lately. Like, I mean, I've been listening to a lot of music before now, but now I'm just like I'm
Exposing yourself?
Yeah, I'm being very experimental now. Like, I think I started when I tried that thing I call rap.
You used to rap?
No, that thing I call rap. What's this song again? What's this song on Scorpion? Emotionless.
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 I was like, what? Let me find out there's a song online with Kunle.
Yeah, no, I didn't release it, but it was on my Instagram. So I thought I could rap.
If I ever hear a song where Kunle mentions the word Shekpeteri, I'm out of here.
Nah, he's gonna drop that. He's gonna drop that.
But you never know,
This is the thing.
Maybe I just give them.
You're gonna inspire him.
Example.
Wow.
Bro, you never know. These days, I've just been listening to a lot of songs, and so I wanted to just also have fun.
Gotcha.
As you should.
I have my album that's Adekunle Gold-esque that's coming out like in a year or 2 years, but then this one is just fun. So I'm releasing this project soon, in a few months, and then properly going on festivals this year. Yeah, doing a lot Europe, and then I think Europe basically. Yeah,
We're waiting for tour dates, bro.
Just drop some dates, bro.
And one of the things I'm hoping for, like, is just to get called for the next Coachella. Hopefully, you'll never know. Yeah. Yes. What's the amen? You don't have amen.
Yeah, right there. And Coachella people, if you are listening, same font. Same font.
I mean,
we're not arguing about size of font, but same font.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to keep that font big. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you got to hit niggas with the.
Wool up, nigga. Wool up. Just wool up.
I'm saying you're dealing with African giant here.
I'm done, bruh.
You're dealing with African giant here.
What?
Come on,
You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
dear.
fams.
No, I'm saying.
No, bro, please. Don't
anyways,
it's fine.
a lot.
Back to Cocky Kunle,
There's
please.
a lot of-
We didn't come here for I'm not there. We know.
We here.
Listen.
I'm talking a lot more
No,
this year.
Yo, we got security. If shit goes left, we got
see
security
the
here.
list of people performing.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I don't compare music, right? But the effect of music can be quantified. Like, okay, it's here, it's there. This person is playing it 7 times a day. This person is sharing it with this. Like, unless you've made something that pissed somebody off in Coachella's board. Like,
Man.
And again, font size, guys. Font size.
Stop playing around with these fonts.
All the things all you white people have done to us Africans. Give us good font size. We're not asking for too much.
We need to make sure that the impact is there.
Oh gosh.
Impact.
You are just
What you did.
oh god.
Is that name of the font really? I think that's the name.
Kunle and Tunde are high-fiving each other.
I'm
here.
just
So
saying,
I tell you this already.
first of all, when the jokes divert to font jokes, you already know.
No, this is where you
This is
shine.
where it is. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to tech jokes, nerdy jokes,
It's okay.
It's new times.
we spent. Guy.
Why? Why did I even say? Carry on, please. We're Johnny Woman.
I mean, he has been pretty bold since he got here.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So
Adekunle
he's been
Bold.
he's been talking about things straightforward,
Adekunle
and also
Bold.
he's underlined things as well.
Hey,
shit, get there.
do not bring Italic into this conversation.
No,
I'll fight you.
don't
touch
worry.
me. If you bring Italic in here.
No, we're all aligned. Don't worry.
Hey.
Go ahead.
So now that we're on
Period.
Yeah, now that we're on.
Thank you. No, he's telling you.
Now
Period.
that we're on word processing puns, how have your margins been since you put out your last project? Like
the monies are coming.
monies,
now.
yeah.
Are you going to drop like your next car purchase on us?
I'm saying like, are you buying a Tesla? That's really my question. Are you bringing a Tesla to Nigeria?
I just want you to
I'll buy one and then do Uber in Nigeria.
Hey, which electricity, sir?
Jesus.
Tell me.
No. One need generator before you wake up.
Because listen, right?
I mean,
the Tesla doesn't have engine, so you can put generator in the front.
You can't even access the engine.
Mole charge, yeah.
Charge
Wait,
solar.
wait.
Oh, wow.
Wait. Unless you pull up in Accra.
Inverter call converted.
Shit. Don't do Tesla. Well, I'm sure that those who are making
Tesla call Tesla.
No, listen now. No, there's a Yoruba boy in this room that saw Tesla and said, Telsa. The person that just laughed is the person. I won't say much else. Carry on. Telsa. He goes, yo, look, it's a Telsa. The guy's saying Telsa.
Wow.
The guy's doing commands.
What's the movie that she was in? Frozen. Telsa.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Sorry.
Nobody has children. Don't worry.
Elsa. Sorry.
So, yeah. Is there anything else you feel like you'd like to speak against? Because obviously there's a gold standard in which we would want the Nigerian music industry to run by.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you... I gave you guys gold standard. Nobody high-five me. Fuck yeah. Anyway, no. No. But what else?
Take it.
What else do you think?
Man, I feel like...
Because we're doing this because
yeah,
you have a voice in which people listen to. So we all have a responsibility to speak on certain things.
So I'll say, let artists, let them breathe. You know, let them have the freedom to make what they want to make.
Because a lot of artists now are going through lawsuits, fighting lawsuits, winning lawsuits again. So is that what you're speaking on?
That, and then also the creative process, right? Yeah, because you don't even know what's in their head. You're not in charge of the creative process. You don't even know. Like all the songs that you listen to, all the songs that you like, all the songs that you think are jam, like you didn't make them with them, right?
Yeah. Right.
Let them do them.
Exactly. That's my.
It's okay if you don't like it. You know, it's okay. It's okay to criticize. See, nobody hates that. Like we want it because I mean that's how I get better. Like I know the people that I listen to.
Yeah.
I know the people I send my songs to. You know, right?
Indeed.
And then when they tell me something, I'm like, okay, yeah, I agree with you. If I don't agree, I don't go forward with it. And I'm just like, I disagree with you. I'm going to put it my way, and that's it.
You know what they call that? Integrity.
Yes.
No, and that mantra is how I think men should deal with women. In
Exactly.
what you said, it's like, however it is you meet an artist, whatever makes you fall in love with the artist, let that artist continue creating. The same with guys and women. I feel like, or even women with men as well. You meet somebody, you fall in love with them or you're attracted to them, let them be, let them grow and love them for who they are. And similar to artistry, like you see an artist, because I know a lot of artists, before they get signed, a lot of people are rocking with them. And as soon as they get signed, the sound changes.
Yeah.
The sound changes. And a lot of that is for, I don't want to say
because it's pressure, bro. There's pressure. If I did bow to pressure, I would have been another person entirely.
Absolutely,
bro. People tell me every day like you sound the same. I'm like, for crying out loud, if you hear an Adele album, it's tailored a certain way. You hear an Asha album, it's tailored a certain way. Think about rappers too. Nobody just makes reggae, high life, something here. You know, just because that's a different thing entirely. Yeah. If you're doing a DJ mix, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm not making a DJ mix.
A lot of
telling
artists are putting shit out that has no theme.
There's a reason it's called a body of work.
Yeah.
Connected.
Yeah. You know, so it's a story interwoven into each other. So one song leads to one song. You know, that's it.
I agree.
You know,
people don't really make good albums anymore.
People don't.
People have that single mentality.
Let artists breathe. Let them create. Let them create whatever I want to create. If you don't like it, it's okay. You know, and then I mean let's support more people with potentials. You know, that will be a lot helpful.
I agree.
Because how does somebody grow really?
I get DMs and emails all the time like, yo,
how does somebody grow if you don't
let them be and go through a situation in which they see themselves?
I just want to support people. Don't always jump on the big names. You know,
just a fact.
Shout out to the greatest manager in the building, bro. The water she brought has the word music. It's music water.
Dog, the bottle.
I've never seen music water.
She opened up the bottle.
Now look, it's music water. He made love to the bottle already.
She opened the bottle. She opened up the bottle and it sang.
Yes, so
thank you, sir.
No, I'm okay. I've been drinking. Okay.
Wow. You've been drinking?
Wow, let's not talk about that.
Wow.
But no, seriously, I feel like you are right on people just letting artists be, because then we get to see people grow. Like even if an album doesn't sound like an album, we can speak on growth, and it's not change. There's a difference between growth and change. There's somebody just doing some other shit.
Facts.
It's like Snoop Dogg making a Christian album or a reggae album. That's change.
Snoop Lion
making. So we have to let artists grow, and I think I still think I don't know. African artists, I'm trying to think of an African artist in which we saw one thing and then once, like a big artist.
I can't drop names for obvious reasons.
I know.
I want to because I'm thinking of three right now.
Well, I know a lot that went to Nigeria because a lot of artists go to Nigeria and switch up.
A lot of artists leave Nigeria and switch up too. More artists are leaving Nigeria and switching up because they think that for them to cross over into a different market, they have to adjust their sound.
No, I don't think they're switching up. I think Nigeria made them switch and they leave and they come back and be themselves. I know a few artists that are like artists that we know. I know artists that we know and they're just like, bruh, I'm happy I'm out of Nigeria. Even though I'm not making certain money, it's just stressful dealing with Nigeria. Because these artists will, they have a way they feel about their talents. And then they listen to the radio and it gets them depressed.
Those are the good artists though that you're talking about.
No, I'm not friends with bad artists.
No, I'm just saying, and I know you're not. But I'm talking about like some of the artists that have the most visibility, the ones that have left Nigeria. I find that some of their talents have regressed a bit because they become so they become too aware of how different the sounds that they're newly exposed to are, and they try to adapt to that sound
like
rather than
super fast,
rather than gradually incorporating those sounds into their existing sound.
Yeah,
correct. Yeah. So they lose themselves in the process, then and wonder why they can't connect with their original fans.
Gotcha. Okay.
I see that happen more often than not, but I don't disagree with you. It's really interesting.
So
first off, this has been great.
Shout out to you sitting here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Dealing with all our questions on our BS, but we appreciate you taking time out.
Word.
It was more good questions than a little BS. It wasn't good balance.
Joking stoves.
Okay. So,
who are some artists, the like new, like the newer cats that are out now that you fuck with?
Tenny.
Okay.
Tenny, yeah.
Shout out to Tenny.
She's amazing.
Tenny's my number one right now in new artist.
Yeah.
It's just everything, not just music. It's everything.
She's great.
Agreed.
She has great choice in do-rag colors.
Fireboy.
I like Fireboy. He just did the project with was it YBNL?
Yeah.
He's really talented.
Fireboy's great. He's an amazing guy.
I hope he continues to do what he does. Anyone else? We'll leave it at 3.
There's this boy that's not out there yet. Like his name is Juju Boy.
Wow, shit.
Yeah, song.
What?
His name is Juju.
Okay. Like Juju as in Sonny Ade, or as in his writing is like intoxicating.
That's great.
That's amazing.
He's creating some songs with me.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the boy.
The song you're gonna put us on then too? Is there something
of him?
Yeah. Do you have any records?
He doesn't have a single out now.
Okay.
He's working on it.
Got it.
Okay,
so what if you could pick one song that you wanted to be your song of the week, because we do a segment called Song of the Week. BAWO was going to introduce it.
Right. So song of the week, anything you want should put our listeners onto. And we know you make beautiful music. So if you want to put us onto a song of yours that you feel like needs a second listen, feel free. Because again, our favorite Kunle is Cocky Kunle.
This is fact.
So, but
and it could be your song. It could be your song, or it could be an artist that you're really fucking with that like you don't feel like gets enough love or enough attention. People sleeping on the artist, or whatever. This is the time where you can be like, you know what? This is the artist that I fuck with right now.
Why am I thinking so hard though?
It's too many or just not enough?
Damn, the gatekeepers got him.
Let me check my Spotify.
Oh wow!
Do you have your song ready?
Oh, you mean on Spotify?
Look at that Spotify drop. Have you ever heard of an app called Spotify?
What?
Spotify.
What have I been listening to though?
Jesus is Lord.
A lot of them.
And it doesn't have to be anything, African.
Oh, we can use one phone.
No, I'm looking for my own song too.
We can connect.
I am looking for my song.
Oh, Sunflower.
Do you want to play it?
Post Malone and then Sway Lee. That's my song right now.
Let's connect here.
Are you using your Spotify app?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a beautiful Spotify app you have there.
Let me tell you what I love about the song. Can I talk about it? Yeah. It's so simple. Like this guy repeated one melody throughout the verse. Try it back home. He's like, why you sound the same? You know what I mean? Like, That's the thing. There's not one way to do this thing. Just have fun. Listen. That's the first time it changed after like 10 lines.
Certain things you just can't refuse. She wanna ride me like a cruise, and I'm not trying to lose. Then you're left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're a sunflower. I think your love would be too much, or you'd be left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're the sunflower. You're the sunflower. Every time I'm leaving on you, you don't make it easy, no. Wish I could be there for you. Give me a reason to. Every time I walk.
Ready for yours?
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Shout out to that record.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? We out here. So
What's your song today?
about you? First of all, you got to connect it. You got to connect.
I have to connect my
You got to connect
phone?
your joint, bro.
Oh, let me see where you stand.
You know what? You know what's interesting? I've always said that I would get an Android again. I just haven't found the right phone yet. You showed me.
Listen, you should listen to Adekunle's interview where he talks about opening up to new things. And then you should get yourself an Android. It's better.
You mean this one?
Yes, this exact one.
Inception.
No, so because I'm a graphic person, I don't think I can use Android.
You're missing out.
No.
You're missing out.
I'm just going to use Kunle's phone.
There's no crisp. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
It doesn't feel. No, I get. It's too open. A lot of people say that it's not controlled enough. But
What do you think is the best Android phone right now?
The Samsung one that just came out is really dope. It lets you charge other device and all.
Oh,
that stuff.
Atiri. I'm not worried. So, I like this record, but I'm not sure if it's already been brought up. Did we ever talk about Joe Boy on this podcast? No. We didn't. That Baby record, to me, is very interesting. It's very simple, but it's very, very catchy. And I didn't think I was going to like it when I first heard it because I hate when pop songs are like have like specific words. Baby, anything gimme love related, like any of those common terms, you know, there's too many songs named Gimme Love. There's too many songs named Baby. There's too many songs that have those kind of keywords. So when I saw this, I immediately wanted to be like, fuck, another Baby. But, you know,
This baby is good.
this Baby, yo, I'm gonna let y'all decide. Have you heard it, viewer?
yeah, I love it.
Okay, shout out to Joe Boy.
What?
Oh, shats. That was,
The ads
oh, they got, Gar him.
The ads first.
Gar him.
You know, pay.
Ah, wow, I should have, this is why.
I'm waiting for somebody to
Shats.
clear the check.
Shats.
To clear the check.
Wow.
I'm waiting.
Got him. Okay, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that one.
Thanks for watching.
Wow.
Talk to your people about.
What have we do to get your love? Girl, I don't give you all I got, but it's not enough for you. Show you fire me catapult of love. Now I be say I don't be getting enough of you. Yeah, waiting me down, nothing I can't do for my baby. Anytime when you need me, come through. My shawty, wallet. Waiting me down, nothing I can't do for my baby. My shawty, oh, they get. My baby. Say you there for me. As I there for you.
Farms. That's summer. That's summer. Windows down. Breeze just touching.
I really, really
That's
like
a
that
vibe.
record.
It's a vibe.
Boom. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
Let's hope we don't get an ad.
All right. So we've had an American artist. We've had. I'm gonna go British with my artist.
Go ahead. I don't know who it's going to be, by the way.
You know you don't. This is a Nigerian artist, but just the sound isn't, what
Okay,
you'd
I trust
expect.
you.
So I'll give you guys this. This one came out last year. Oh, there's a remix already.
Lyrics. There's a lyrics.
Lyrics exist. I just hope this is the right one. If it's not, just edit it.
Wow.
Wow, this is taking too long, girl.
Shats.
This app is not making me look good as I would.
Shats.
But yeah, the artist is Vaughn, Nigerian artist. The song is called Closure. So it's a nice little poppy song.
Ooh, closure. Don't make me give my love away. Ooh, closure. Don't make me waste another day. Don't make me waste another day. We keep going round and round, turning tables upside down. Feels like we've been going down. Think we're getting closer now. Ooh, closure. How can you say you love me? That you can walk away from me. You're mine. We don't have to keep playing tricks on each other, baby. No time, there's no time. You just gotta know that I'm the one who's always.
So, yeah, that was my song. Closure by Vaughn. Dope ass song.
And all these links to all these songs are going to be
readily available.
She's Nigerian?
Yes.
What Yoruba, Igbo, I was
Yoruba and
Fulani.
Ishekiri.
Jeez. Oh,
gang. Ishekiri gang.
She's your cousin.
Hey, you see, those who are hip know.
Wow.
There's a lot going on outside the major three.
I respect it. I respect it.
But yeah, that's a dope artist from London town.
Boom. This was a great insightful episode. Thank you, Adekunle Gold, again.
Yes, for taking
us.
a sweet time.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
As a married man, you should be in bed by 7 p.m. But he's here
on stage.
And stage, yes. So he's taking a lot of time out. We really do appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Shout outs to you.
And shout outs to Lee, the manager as well. You know what I'm saying?
Manager of life.
The silent
BDE.
The silent killer.
Yes. Yeah, table has broken.
If you know what she just put on this table, please. please.
There you go.
So
shout outs to you guys. Thank you so much.
Follow Kunle. Kunle, where can they find you on the socials?
Adekunle Gold.
At Adekunle Gold. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, same font.
And you can find us at No Wahala Pod. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we are out. Thanks for joining us, man. See you on next episode.
Oh, thank you, Abby. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.